hold, 30 seconds, okay. So if you can notice on the screen, hopefully from my ankles to my hips to my shoulder is a nice straight line. How you all doing? Thanks for returning back to the channel, and in today's video what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on our core and our abs. It's a follow along video that you at home is going to do with me, and basically like I says, we're going to be focusing on our core. You're going to bring your abs into play, you're going to bring your legs into play, and a wee bit of upper body, okay? Now if you're a runner, this is aimed at you, but if you're not a runner, it's not a bad thing to get on board and try these exercises at home, because the best way to explain it is your core muscles are like building blocks of a house, like this house. If it's weak, everything in around it is going to collapse over time. Okay, now you picture yourself with weakened core muscles as you get on down the line into getting that wee bit older. What's going to happen is you're going to become weaker. Your balance is going to be affected. You're going to get injured over time, and yeah, core muscles are working all day long. They are strong. You have to be strong for balance, for walking, even lifting up a child. You need to have strong core muscles. Okay, so like I said, if you're a runner, this is aimed at you. If you're not a runner, still do it, okay? When it comes to running, we're using our core muscles constantly, okay? So what our core muscles are doing when we're running is they're keeping us straight, they're keeping us upright, they're stopping our body swinging side to side, okay? Because if we're swinging side to side with our arms or our legs, we're inefficient. And again, what that leads to down the line is injuries, and you're possibly not going to be able to get any faster or progress if you don't have a strong core, okay? And one example what I like to use whenever it comes to running is if you're at the end of, say, a marathon and you're watching the crowd, or even a half marathon at that, you'll see the crowds coming in and all, and fair play to everyone that has completed the distance of a marathon or a half marathon. But what you will notice is you'll notice some runners and they're running and they're looking down at the ground, or their arms are going side to side, or they're nearly like what you can only describe, they look zombie-like, okay? Whereas you might get the other runner running beside them or running in front or running behind, and what's happening is their eyes are up, their head's up, their core's strong, and you know that these are runners that have focused on strengthening their core, because they know that over the length and duration of any sort of a race, they need to be strong and efficient. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. And again, if you're new to the channel and you haven't already, please hit subscribe below, please hit like, and any comments, feel free to hit them and I'll reply to them as soon as possible. Okay, so let's get to this. Okay, so like I said in the video, this is a follow along video, so I'm going to be doing it with you, and you're going to be doing the exercises at home. And if you're unfamiliar with technique or speeds, you just look at the screen and you do what I'm doing, okay? Now, I've tried to plan this that is suitable for not only beginners, but more advanced people as well, okay? Now, what I will say from the onset is I'm going to be giving plenty of rest, particularly for people that are beginners and this is all new to you. If you find that 30 seconds rest is too much for you and you're standing around and you don't really know what to do and you're finding you're getting bored, all I'm looking you to do is, instead of resting for 30 seconds, if you can just stand on one foot, okay? Do that for the duration of the 30 seconds, then get into the exercise. The next time you take another 30-second rest, just do the opposite foot, okay? Now, don't be put off by that. Don't be thinking that's a Mickey Mouse exercise, because if you think about it, if you're doing a marathon, what are you doing between 30 and 40,000 times? You're standing on one foot, okay? Your core has to be strong and your weight's on one leg, okay? So it's not a bad idea to do this Mickey Mouse exercise, because over time, the stronger you are doing this, the stronger you are over a run, okay? So like I says, if you find a 30 seconds rest is far too long, stand one leg. If not, take the 30 seconds rest, because then that's going to be my opportunity to explain what the next exercise is, okay? Now, what we've got a list of about 10 to 12 exercises. We'll do each exercise for 30 seconds. There's only going to be one exercise where we do it over 1 minute, but we get our 30-second rest in between, okay? Now, all you have to do is watch the screen, do it with me, and then I'm going to explain the next one, okay? So let's get to it, all right? So the first one, what we're going to do is start with what we call a high plank, okay? A high plank is basically hands on the ground, your hands are directly underneath your shoulders, you're going to lift your body up, and you're going to hold this exercise for 30 seconds, okay? Now what we're not looking for is one, your backside too high, and definitely your backside too low. This is what we like to call a banana back. We don't want that because next minute I'll be getting comments on the channel saying that my back's sore. You want to get this nice and tight, but make sure your hands are directly over shoulders, okay? This is the first exercise, okay? So we get down on the ground, get a mat. If you've no mat, use a wee bit of a towel, okay? And this is the start of our workout. 3, 2, 1, hold. 30 seconds, okay? So if you can notice on the screen, hopefully from my ankles to my hips to my shoulder is a nice straight line, okay? Try to relax, try not to draw tension up and around the arms or the shoulders by thinking too much of it. You're doing really well. You've got 10 seconds to go, holding this out. Remember, you've got 30-second rest in between this. 5 seconds, nearly there, guys, good. And rest. Well done, excellent, okay? So if you want to stand on one leg, go with it. If not, you're just looking at me. Your next exercise is going to be a plank touch, a high plank touch. So we're going to go from this, and all I'm looking to do is touch each shoulder, all right? So we're ready to go. We're going in 10 seconds. So you're going to be planking, touch shoulder, touch shoulder. Okay, 5 seconds, everyone, ready to go. In 3, 2, 1, plank, and then touch your shoulder. So what's happening is a standard plank has 4 points of contact on the floor. By lifting 1 point of contact up, which is your hands, you're making it that wee bit more of a struggle, that wee bit harder. Good, so it's an advanced movement. Doing really well. Good. That's it, we've only got about 6 seconds to go, then we're taking a rest. Perfect. And rest. There's 2 done, okay? So while we're resting, number 3 is going to be your last high plank. But look what my legs are doing. We're going to keep the legs straight, and we're just going to lift one leg off the ground, about 6 to 8 inches, drop it down. Then the opposite side, drop it down. Keep these slow. This isn't a cardio exercise, okay? Now we're off in 5 seconds. So getting down with me, 3, 2, 1. So slow up, slow down. Making sure hands are still directly underneath shoulders. Good. Trying to keep the knee locked, the legs straight. You're lifting through your glutes, your backside. Doing really well. So we've only got 10 seconds to go. This is the last of the high planks. The next exercise is we're going to be up on our feet. Perfect. And rest for 30 seconds. Okay, well done. Now the next one is the only exercise where we're doing for 1 minute. We're going to be standing on one foot for 5 seconds. I'm going to count you, and then we turn. We jump to the other side, we balance for 5 seconds, and then back and forth. We're going to do that for 1 full minute, okay? But if you're resting, you're still resting. If you're standing on one foot, you're ready to go with me. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump. And if you can notice, my knees slightly bent. Good. And jump. Perfect. Hold. Well done. That's it. What you will find, goes for everyone, is you're going to have a stronger side. Okay? If you're right-handed, you might think that your right leg's the strongest. But believe it or not, usually what's happening is if you're right-handed, your left leg's stronger. And opposite. And change. Well done. Okay, with 30 seconds. Perfect. And change, hold. Well done. Doing really well. Core's working hard, guys, with your legs. And change. Brilliant. That's it. Super form. 15 seconds to go. Sorry. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last jump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. 30 seconds. Okay. Next exercise, you choose one of those feet. Okay, one leg. standing, balance. With the opposite arm, all you're doing, you're leaning down, touching, standing up. Now, if you can't get fully down, just go slightly down, even to about knee height, okay? But you want to use one leg and the opposite arm, okay? Your choice, ready to go. I'm going to start with my left leg. So watch the screen. 3, 2, 1. My right hand comes down and up. Perfect. Down and up. And think about what happens whenever you're running. As your left leg goes out in front, your right arm comes out in the front. These are the 2 points that balance each other, okay? And the same goes for the opposite side. Your body loves balance. So left leg works with the right arm. And rest for 30 seconds. Then we're going to go the opposite side. Now, because I'm right-handed, my left leg's that stronger, so I'm going to find this a wee bit more difficult, okay? Already you could see as I stood 1 foot off the ground and nearly toppled, okay? But don't let that put you off, okay? We've plenty of time to learn this. So remember, 1 foot's on the ground, slight bend in the knee, and you're going to touch the opposite arm close to the ground, okay? You ready with me for 3, 2, 1. Down and up. That's it. Now, it's not about reps. It's about control, thinking about it, doing really well. You mightn't think your stomach's working, but if it wasn't, I'd be on that couch. Perfect. That's it. Remember, you don't need to go right down. Progress. Plenty of time to do these exercises at home and progress. Perfect. Nearly there, guys. And rest for 30 seconds. Okay, now we're back on our mat. We're going to go for a bog standard normal plank. Okay, now this is different from your high plank. This time your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders, okay? So instead of the hands, it's the elbows, 2 feet together, and you're going to be holding in a straight line for 30 seconds, okay? Making sure elbows are directly underneath shoulders. No banana backs. 3, 2, 1, lift, hold for 30 seconds, guys. That's it, well done. This is the foundation exercise, okay, for all these advanced plank movements. You need to get this in the high plank right. If not, we can't continue on. We can't do these advanced ones, which are going to test us and make us stronger. 10 seconds to go. Doing really well. 5 seconds, perfect. And rest, well done, 30 seconds, okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go on our knees and we're going to do like a Superman plank, okay. So what we're going to be going for is, as I lift my left hand up, my right leg goes out straight, and then I pull it back in. And then I go straight. Now if you notice, my knee's not going back on the ground. I just keep it off the ground. Straight and drop, okay. Ready with me? Left knee in the ground. 3, 2, 1. Lift, pull. Lift, stretch, stretch the leg, stretch the arm, and drop. That's it, excellent. Trying to keep your back really straight. Looking forward as you stretch the arm. Doing really well, guys. 10 seconds to go. Perfect. Nearly there, 1 more nearly. And rest, okay, excellent, okay. Then we're going to go the opposite side, okay. So we're going to go with our right hand extending, but our left leg extending. Same again, body loves balance. We have to work on our balance at all times. So make sure, as your right arm's extending, you're looking up as well. You don't want to be looking down with this exercise. Okay, so we work on opposites at all times. 3, 2, 1. Right arm out, left leg extend. Pull it back in, but don't drop the knee. Perfect. The knee doesn't have to come right in to a crunch motion. It just has to come underneath you, underneath your hips. That's it. You're doing really well. Excellent. Perfect, guys. Doing really well. Keep breathing. Keep concentrating. 5 seconds. Good. And rest. Well done. Okay. 30 seconds rest. The next exercise is your bog standard plank, but we're doing our kick plank. If you remember at the start, we've done this with our high plank where we lifted one leg at a time. So it'll be this, and it's going to be slow, 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 and so on, okay? So a wee bit of a breather, 5 seconds, we're off. Starting for a second, finishing the last 3, 2, 1, lift. Slow up, slow down. Good. The slower you go, the more time one foot's going to be off the ground, and the more work you're going to get on your stomach, into your abs, but in particular in your core, your balance muscles, the foundation muscles, the strong muscles. Perfect, nearly there. Good, and rest. Well done, 30 seconds rest. Next exercise, if you can watch the screen, it's going to be a punch plank. Plank position, what we're doing is we're going to reach out with one arm, stretch it, pull it back in nice and slow. What we're not looking for is slow out but quick in, and we're not looking with small punches, okay? The quicker you punch, the more likely you are to swing side to side. Slow movements, 5 seconds, we're off. 3, 2, 1. Slow, slow. Change arm and back. And again, the emphasis is on lifting 1 point off the ground. Body wants to collapse. Stomach has to work that wee bit harder. 10 seconds to go. Good. Doing really well. Nearly there, guys. And rest. Well done. Excellent. Okay. Next 2 exercises are going to be side planks. The way we get into position, our elbows is directly underneath our shoulder, preferably 2 feet in the ground. If not, 1 foot out in front, 1 foot behind. And what we're doing is we're lifting our hips high, hand up in the air. Okay? So, I'll be giving you pointers throughout. Getting down, elbow underneath shoulder, 2 feet in top, 3, 2, 1, lift high, hands up. Now if this is too hard, put the hand on the hip, but make sure this hip, my left hip, is really high. If you're finding that your feet are all over the place, put one in front, one behind, create that tripod, create that triangle. Makes it that wee bit easier. We've only got 8 seconds, tough one. Push the hip up, do not collapse. Nearly there. Rest, well done guys, excellent, okay. So, all we're doing, changing different sides, okay. But make sure, elbow directly underneath shoulder. If the feet, which sometimes is a problem, is annoying you, 1 foot out in front, 1 foot behind. That triangle position makes it stronger and easier to get the hip up. But see how you get on. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lift high, lift high. Now lift the arm. Good. Your neck might be coming sore at this stage, guys. But if you think about it, the average head's about 11 pounds. Your neck muscles have had to work hard to hold the weight of that head up the whole time. 15 to go. Remember, this is an option. This is an option, but hips high. 5 seconds. And rest, well done, excellent, okay. So, we've got 1 more exercise to go. All we're going to do is a walking plank. If you're finding it very difficult at this stage, just hold your normal plank out. The walking plank is elbows underneath the shoulders. This is an advanced movement. We want to press where our elbow is on the mat, slow up, take it down, and then work the opposite arm. Okay, ready with me. 3, 2, 1. Push up, drop down, push up, drop down. Doing really well. Excellent, guys. If you find that it's too difficult, just hold your plank out. It's the last exercise. Good. Nearly there. Push where the elbow is on the mat. Slow. Slow. And rest. Well done. Whew. Guys, excellent. Okay, so I tried my very best to keep that basic. Like I said, if you're doing this again and you find a 30 seconds rest is too much, or yeah, like you don't need the 30 seconds, all you're looking to do, stand on one leg, okay? That means you're working from start to finish for 14 minutes, okay? That lasted 14 minutes from start to finish, okay? Everyone's done really well there. If you want to do it again, all you have to do is put it back to the start, do it again, okay? See how you get on. There are plenty of other exercises to go, but this workout is aimed at beginners and advanced, okay? So until next time, thank you very much. Like I said, if you can hit like, hit subscribe, please. More subscribers, the more emphasis on more videos getting shown towards you. And any comments, write them below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible, okay? Until next time, happy running, stay safe, and yeah, see you on the other side, guys.